Hey y'all, Joefer here, the cranky old gay guy. It is Monday, the 1st of September, and I want to wish everyone a happy Labor Day. So whatever you're doing today, make it happy. I woke up this morning around 2:15 according to my phone, to take a wee, and there was no power. So I took my wee and I went back to bed, and then around 6 I got up again, no power. So then I got up, and I had some cold coffee and a banana. And the cold coffee I had made a French press of coffee yesterday, so that's fine. Sometimes I'll make coffee at night so I can just warm it up in the morning or drink it cold and get a nice coffee. But there's still no power, so I couldn't cook anything. So I ended up scrambling some eggs and getting a skillet and going out to the barbecue and cooking my eggs on the barbecue this morning. They taste the same because they're still in a skillet. So that was just a little more than required usually. Usually I break them and put them in this little ceramic container, put the lid on it, put them in the microwave for 1.5 minutes, and they're done. There was no cleaning skillets and utensils and all that stuff. But I know it's a struggle. This is a first world struggle. I had to do that. And I'm not ashamed to say so. So that's what I did this morning. And since there was no power, I was going to try to do some art. But I didn't, because I needed light and there was no light. So instead I went to the gym. Once I got down 3 miles from the house on Broadway, the power was there. So it's just my area, I guess, that's out. It's hard to imagine, though, there's 15,000 people in my little area. But that's what they said was, I don't know, maybe it goes further west. I didn't drive west to find out. Today is weather-wise, it's supposed to be 75, I think. It's 68 right now, according to my thermometer. And it was cloudy this morning. Now it's some blue breaking through a bit. I'm going to roll down the windows here, so it's probably going to get noisy because it's really, really warm in here. Whew. So what made me cranky was the inconvenience I suffered because of a power outage, which tells us how dependent we are on, well, electricity. And then I was thinking as I lied in bed with no power, thinking, well, you're supposed to have a gallon of water per person for 2 weeks if there's ever an emergency. And I have 1 gallon because I use it for nasal rinse. But I'm not going to do a run on water. Unless you go through it, it gets stale, and yes, believe it or not, water does get stale. So I guess if there is a natural disaster and we have no power or water or anything like that, it's going to be Lord of the Flies or Terminator or Walking Dead or any of those other post-apocalyptic situations. According to Portland's specialists, every bridge that crosses east to west in Portland is going to collapse. So if you're on the east side, you can't go to the west, and you can't go to the east. And the city has decided to put emergency vehicles stationed on each side of the river just in case, which makes sense. I don't know if they've done it yet. They've been talking about it for years. So the crank came from the power outage, that's all. And right now, I just looked on my phone and the power outage is still happening at my house, but I am a half hour away from it supposedly coming on. They make promises like this a lot when it happens. I should say a lot, but it doesn't happen that frequently. It does in the winter. Normally, in my neighborhood, I'll get an outage, but it'll only last 45 minutes or so, even though the email that comes from the power company says it's going to be 8 hours. So maybe they've already fixed the power at home and they just haven't notified me. I don't know. But I'm now at the Fred Meyer shopping center. One that they're not closing. They are closing this huge one that's out in the east side. It's probably one of their newer stores, but it's in an area that's less desirable, which means crime and poor people, according to corporate standards. And they probably, have a lot of theft. We have a lot of theft here too. And there's probably a larger homeless or houseless people situation out there than there is here. And that causes companies like Kroger. Whoops, sorry. I don't want someone else to take it, Dick. Oh, sorry, you heard me say that. This guy pushing a row of carts on a rope had stopped, so I started to go, and then he pulled his rope and steered him right towards my car and started coming. He's right there. See him in the background. Okay, I'm here, so I got to sign off and let y'all go. Thanks for sharing this ride with me. I do really appreciate it. So, like, subscribe, forward this video to anyone you think may or may not like it. It doesn't matter if they like it or not. Just the fact that you send it to them, they click on it, makes me go up in the algorithm, and YouTube will eventually push this out to more people. Everybody, again, have a happy, wonderful Labor Day, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.